Hi, I'm Rob, and today I like to show you a micro adjuster for the DeWalt table saw fences and how to make it. And that's what I like to show you. Well, here you see the setup, and this part is then the micro adjustment, and on the other side you find the dial indicator. You see it's done with a mitre bar and the cross section, and then a back plate, and mounted on the back plate the dial indicator, and of course a fixation bolt. Well, the adjuster is in a way a very simple device. I do it with a very fine thread. This is metric 5. And it will say that the pitch of metric 5 is 0.8 millimeter. If you take metric 6, it's exactly 1. So I think you can do it also with metric 6. But this is a little bit more fine. So if I give it a small movement, a small turn, that can be already 100th of a millimeter. If you translate that in inches, 394 millionth part of an inch, so that's very less. Here is a cap nut. This one, there is thread in the knob. I cut some metric 5 in it. So the rod goes, you screw it on the knob, and the cap nut, and then an extra blockage, an extra contra nut, let's say. It's also made out of wood. So if I tighten it a little bit, already the thread, it's a bit closed up, so it goes a bit heavier if you want to turn it. And I did that, so if the machine starts, it doesn't run backwards. Here in the end, you get then the attachment bolt. It's a carriage bolt, and a disc of wood, and a T-nut. You see? This is then metric 6. And I made a tiny 1/4 inch metric 6 hole with some thread in the worktop, in the table blade, and there you can screw it then in. You can place it all the way back, you know, and if you take this bolt out, you can even go a little bit further backwards. But I don't think that it will be necessary. In most cases you work so near the blade with small pieces of wood. So I don't think that's really a necessity. But you can do it. By the way, what I forgot to mention is this is then a block of, I think it's South American hardwood or Asia. Anyway, it's hardwood. And this is just softwood. It's, I think, spruce or so, I don't know what it is. It's not really hardwood, but you can do it also out of hardwood. The only thing what I really want to mention to you is I tap it with 3 taps. Number 1, number 2 and number 3, the end tap. And what is maybe a good thing to do is don't use then the end tap, but do it only with tap number 1 and tap number 2. I skip the last one. And because I skipped the last one, it's wood. In metal I wouldn't do that. But if you do that with wood, the thread will go in, the bolt, but then it goes a bit more tight, you know. And by using, yeah, it gets wider and wider. Well, this DeWalt fence has a very strange habit of changing every time the discrepancy. If you work near the blade, or you work a few millimeters away, or a few centimeters away, or a few inches away, there is a total different setting in the line of the fence. And of course you want to put your fence a little bit out, you know, so that it doesn't snipe, you know, when you come near the blade or behind the blade. And yeah, it's every time something different. Also, when you come back to the old position, it's different. So every time when you change the fence, you have to do a new reading. So that is something we have to get used to. You can't say, okay, I have for the whole fence a discrepancy that it goes a bit out, let's say 1200 of a mil or a tenth of a mil. That will be constantly a bit different. So you have every time to adapt to that. That's what I want to say to you in the first place. Also, if you put the fence on the lock, usually it creeps up towards the blade another 1500 of a mil. So you have to take care with that. Well, now you want to start to cut a piece of wood a bit over 30 mil. Okay, now I adjusted it now with the lock on it on 20. So if you release the fence, you get a different reading. But anyway, what I do is I add up 2/10 from that reading with what it gives now when it's in unlocked position. I do 2/10 more and see what it gives. Sometimes it's a little bit less what you have to do, because it pushes the fence, when you lock it off, forward to the blade. Now I'm a little bit shy of 2/10 of a mil. But let's see what it's going to do. Take care, because if you unlock the fence, it will jump a few hundred backwards. Like this, it's now on 0. Now I unlock and it goes 600 of a mil backwards. That doesn't matter, because now we take the fine adjuster and I want to go 200 forward. 200 of a mil. So now I do 200 and see what it does. Now that is a little bit over. That's 300. So I have to go a little bit back. That's too much. Okay, this is then 200 of a mil more. I put the meter on the saw blade side, because on the back side of the fence that didn't work so well. But yeah, I can take it out, you see, it's not really a problem. Yeah, before I forget, this fence, the DeWalt fences, they come with a latch. Now it's incredibly handy, especially if you have to work near the blade. And it pivots around the fence. Yeah, and then it falls here in a lock. Here's the pivot point, that's a screw. Normally it's a closed eyelet, so if you want to take it off, you have to unscrew on this side, and on the other side you have to unscrew it. And yeah, that's a bit of work. And sometimes it's a bit in the way, the fence, especially when you want to work with your adjuster. You know, then yeah, your adjuster is against it. But what you can do is unhook it. So instead of using an eyelet, make a hook like this. And then you can very quickly you can detach it, you see. So I just cut out in the middle an 8 mil, and then I can hook it up, and then it goes like this. back side, front side, and there you are. You see. So it's very easy, and that's what I I wanted to tell you. Well, I hope it was an instructive video, and maybe it gave you some ideas for your own table saw in the future. And I like to leave it with this. And thanks for watching, and maybe till next time. Bye bye.